As you can see by that overlay, you already know what this show gonna be about. Welcome, one and all, to the 2DopeMarks Arena for a brand new episode of 2DopeMarks, your home for Gold Grill Pro Wrestling, brought to you by two lifelong fans who bring it to you like, Pimp C and Bun B this shit. That is D to my right. I'm Brando. We thank you so much for tuning in, coming through all that fine jazz. We have a big show tonight. Follow us on Twitter at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on Instagram at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on Threads at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on YouTube at 2DopeMarks. Like, comment, subscribe, wherever you may get your fine podcasts, etc., etc. And oh yeah, turn your notifications on because I know typically we go live on Thursdays, 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central. But tonight's a different one. Tonight's a different one because real life shit happens, and with real life shit happening, that means we only go a little bit early for you. So that's what we're doing tonight. And I mean, we all know what this weekend is, right? We all know what this weekend is.
Yeah, the last time from this.
It is my auntie birthday this weekend, brother. That's what it is. Now I'm talking about. That's what we doing. We celebrating one of my favorite Sagittarius women in the entire world this weekend.
That's true.
Yeah. That's what we doing. And some guy from West Newbury, Massachusetts, who dropped a rap album 20 years ago and is getting sued over some of them beats on said rap album. Is having his final match. That's John Cena. So yeah,
they waited 20 years for that man to sue him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So tonight's show, we're gonna get into the whole Cena-ness of it all because again, Saturday night's main event is this weekend. We will get into Ashe. We will get into basically we are gonna try to recap the last 11 months of John Cena and try to see if any of this shit really made sense in the long run. We are gonna go over NXT Deadline and the fallout of NXT last night, and we're gonna get to head of the week. That's what we're gonna do because that's what we for. That's what we're here for. We are here for the people. We are here for the people. My boy Vaughn asking me if I'm good.
Vaughn, he good. He straight.
Yeah. Him telling boys good dollar bill straight from the bank. But first, D, I have a question for you.
Oh shit. No, I didn't do it.
I didn't say you did. See, you're jumping the gun, sir. You're jumping the gun.
Right.
So, in light of our foray on Black Wrestling a couple weeks ago, we are going to basically go ahead and do it like this. We're playing trivia, man. We're playing trivia. I'm going to ask you one question. Can you name the Hall of Famers John Cena has beaten to win his 17 world championships?
Oh shit. Okay. That's not a good question. I don't know that answer, but I'm gonna try. Is how many? So, are you gonna tell me how many there is there? I'm gonna pull a math. Is it a certain amount? Can I get a lifeline? You know what I'm saying? Can I get a text message? You know what I mean?
I will go ahead and I'll tell you. I'll give you the number of Hall of Famers. You just have to tell me who.
All right, that's a bet.
All right, the number of Hall of Famers. It is 1, 2. 3.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
Yep. So there are 4 Hall of Famers, and there are likely
win 4 of the 17.
There are 4 Hall of Famers. There are a few names that on this list that we know will be in the Hall of Fame eventually.
Okay. All right. Let me start with JBL.
That's number one. Correct.
All right. See what happens when I answer more questions than one, like on the other show.
Mm-hmm.
Did he beat Edge?
Yes, he did. That's two.
All right. Ah, shit, man. It comes down to the nitty gritty. Did he beat The Undertaker?
He did not beat the Undertaker.
Ah, okay. Hmm. Did he beat? Let's see. And this is for winning a title, not defending.
Winning. Yes, correct.
Okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb with one. Did he beat Kane?
Yes, that is
Okay.
correct. That's three.
Okay.
You're missing one more.
I know. I'm gonna go with my man Triple H.
Incorrect.
Really? Okay. Let me drink some of this holy water real quick. It's only two more than I can think of. I'll go with. Oh, it's three in my mind right now. Who did Cena beat? Hall of Famers. I'm just gonna throw one out there. Eddie Guerrero.
Incorrect. No.
Oh, I figured that. Okay. He defended against Shawn at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Triple H. I said Taker already, right?
You did.
Okay. Oh, this is tough. Okay. He didn't win it from him. It's only one more for real.
Yep, one more.
Rey Mysterio.
Ding, ding, ding. Look at you in the clutch, my boy.
See what happens when I don't get eliminated on other shows?
When you don't get eliminated on other shows. Yes, that's correct. So for his first world title, he beat JBL WrestleMania 21. His second or third round, I forget which. He defeated Edge and got it back after Edge cashed in Money in the Bank on him. His third was Rey Mysterio, because that's the night he beat Rey Mysterio on Raw. And his fourth was against Kane, Cesaro, and four other people in a ladder match.
Yeah, I figured Kane out of all of those four are going to be one that nobody remembers.
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you, Money in the Bank 2014. That's what he wanted. So, and that's literally the month after that he got smoked by Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
that's what happened. So I'll tell you this. I'll tell you the people who are future Hall of Famers that he beat for titles too. Okay, AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, the Rock, the Miz.
Okay.
By the way, forgot he never did beat Punk for that title. I'll take him off. Randy Orton.
I'm about to say that's number one right there.
Yeah, Randy Orton and Chris Jericho.
Okay.
So, those are the Hall of Famers. Those are the Hall of Famers. Now, if you want to be, I can be egregious and be like, yo, I think I can name all of his WrestleMania opponents. I'm saying I can.
You can? You think you can?
I think I can. Okay, I will go Mania 21. You
Hold
pull
on,
it up.
let me pull this up. Let me pull it up real quick just to make sure.
Okay.
All right. And go.
All right. I will go WrestleMania 20, Big Show. WrestleMania 20. No, sorry, 21. Nah. That was 20. That was 20. My apologies. 21, JBL. 22, Triple H. 23, Shawn Michaels. 24, a triple threat between Triple H and Randy Orton. 25, a triple threat between Edge and Big Show. 26, a match versus The Miz, which was
No.
26?
Yep.
Oh no, my bad. 26 Batista. Sorry. 27 is Miz. 28 and 29 is Rock. 30 is Bray Wyatt. 31 is Rusev. 32 is the impromptu tag match with him and Rock versus the Wyatts. 33. I don't think John Cena was on the card for 33.
Yes, he was, because I was there. It was probably his worst Mania match ever. And I'm not saying by worst as far as like quality of match. It was just the dumbest match ever.
33. That was in Florida. Was that him trying to antagonize The Undertaker?
No.
No, it's 34.
That was New Orleans.
That was 34. He's trying to antagonize The Undertaker. 33 in Orlando, Florida.
It was the dumbest shit ever, and I had to witness that dumb shit.
My sincerest apologies, sir. Sincerest apologies. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. But the light bulb hit. It was the tag match with him and Nikki Bella versus the Miz and Maurice, and then he proposed at WrestleMania. One of his Macho Man and Macho Man and Miss Liz moment. Except we saw Total Divas and how that went.
Absolutely.
Okay, 34. The next year, that is the Undertaker. Which wasn't even really a match. 35 was when he pulled up as the Dr. Thugonomics for a segment with Elias.
No. Oh, yeah. You're correct.
Thank
you.
Sorry,
I'm reading something.
No, you're good. 36 was the Firefly Funhouse match versus Bray Wyatt. 37. I don't think John Cena had a match at WrestleMania 37.
He did not.
He had a match at WrestleMania 38 versus Austin Theory.
Nope.
Oh, no, that's 39. He had a match for 30. Sorry. I forgot. 30. I must say, 30 and 38. They're back in Dallas.
He wasn't there.
He was not there. 30. He was not there in Dallas. Okay, so 39 is the match versus Austin Theory. 40. He did not have a match. He showed up at the end for the Avengers segment for Cody and Cody Roman 2. And 41, his final WrestleMania match is against Cody Rhodes to win his 17th WWE title. Well, 17th world title. So yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't have remembered all that shit, but that's okay.
Again, some of it I knew. So that is, real quick, just say, hey, when Black Wrestling, y'all want us to run this back? We good. No shenanigans over here. No sign stealing scandals over here, my boy. No sign stealing scandals over here.
Hold up. Here's the funny part. I'm usually the shit talker, and you the one that's messing around and just throwing out challenges and shit. Wow.
Look, man, I don't like losing the way we lost. Okay.
I know.
I cite this very known factoid about myself. Either you'll whoop my ass. Don't let me lose close. If you let me lose close, we run this shit back, dog. We run this shit. I feel like Mike Jordan. You know how petty Mike Jordan was, saying we ain't leaving until I win?
Yeah.
That's how I felt. But see, we was on time constraint.
Hey, look, you more mad at losing than I am. I'm just mad that they decided to eliminate my ass before I can get another question or another game or something.
Look, I'm more upset about it all because Trivia is my thing. Remembering random shit, random factoids, that's my thing, right? But before we get fully sidetracked, man, John Cena is calling it up. It's a wrap Saturday, right? The show is basically I can't recall, and correct me if I'm wrong here, D. Has the WWE ever done a retirement show for someone?
Retirement show?
Show, yes.
Yeah, Oldberg. You remember that nonsense?
Yeah, but the show wasn't dedicated in a sense to
Bill Goldberg. Nah, not that I can recall. They'll usually do like the shows that they dedicate to those who, lost their lives or whatnot. But they've never done anything like that. I think the closest that they've done is with The Undertaker with that documentary. But I don't think they have based so much content and as well as the show on one person leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I can't recall at all.
Yeah, it's blowing my mind a little bit because again, but then also this is the person who deserves it, right?
Yeah.
Besides the Undertaker, this is probably the longest tenured single top star that they've had. Like uninterrupted, like I never jumped ship. I never worked for somebody else. This was literally.
There's only one other person I can think on the active roster they would do something like this for.
Rey Mysterio?
No, he already went into the Hall of Fame. That was his.
Oh, that is facts. That is facts. He did go in the Hall of Fame. That's currently on the active roster. Did he get fired and get brought back this year?
No.
Okay. What do you think?
Randy.
Oh, Randall Keith. Yeah, that was so freaking obvious. Randy Keith Orton. Yes.
Yeah, when you said, that's what I was like. Oh, he's about to say Randy.
Yeah, it's Randy. It's Randy.
Yeah, the only other person I think to do so is probably they got to do something for Randy.
Oh yeah.
There's nobody else on the roster that you're going to go out with a bang like that, an active roster. Because after Randy, I think probably Brock and Miz are probably the longest tenured, I believe. And it's probably I know it's probably Brock.
No. Like
Brock flip-flop. He left, but consistently it's Miz.
Left, yeah, consistently it's Miz. Like somebody who's had a gainful paycheck, right?
Yeah,
for God, since like 2006, 06, 07.
But speaking of retirements, AJ's gone in 2026. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do, not to this degree, but do something that is very, very similar, or it might be an equal run in TNA, like where AJ
probably. AJ Styles his arc is gonna feel like Hiroshi Tanahashi's. That's how his retirement is gonna go. It's gonna be like you are going to be seen everywhere because you're going to be celebrated by pro wrestling fans everywhere, right?
So I used to have an argument with Cuz about this. He used to say that we used to argue about who the GOAT is. This is probably 2018 at the time, and we had another person who shall not be named in our group or whatever. But for those who know, they know. He will always say Cena, and my argument was, well, Cena only stayed in WWE. Well, Cuz said Jericho, because Jericho, of course, was in Japan. Jericho was in WCW. Jericho was in WWE. Mine was AJ Styles.
etc.
Yeah. Mine was AJ Styles because AJ held the major title in the majority of promotions. You know what I mean? He had New Japan.
Right.
Yeah, he was out of GP. He won heavyweight title in WWE. Of course, he's pretty much Mr. TNA, And so for me, it was AJ. But at this point, John Cena is the GOAT. Right now, I was proven wrong with that.
So I was having this internal debate. You know, you have like an internal conversation with yourself about certain things. I was
Hmm.
having one of those about John Cena because John Cena, again, he's probably the longest tenured top guy that they've had ever.
Right. Right.
Outside of hell, I mean, San Martino had a decade, right? But this is
Yeah.
far different.
Hogan
I
won
think
longer.
Hogan they brought him back in 83.
Hmm.
Then he left in 93. That's 10 years.
Okay. Okay.
That's 10
So
years.
you
And
talking about
he,
you talking about consistently?
mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cena went as a top guy from '05 to 2015.
It's 20 years.
And then, you
Oh,
know,
hold on.
he
Oh,
no,
05.
that was 10,
2015.
but
It's 10
I'm
years.
getting
10
somewhere
years.
with this.
My math off.
So then, 16, he fought for the title in some spaces, but he didn't like win it. But he did win it in 17, right?
Okay.
So again, still top guy because hey, that's still John Cena.
Right. Right.
And being a top guy in Emirates, if you will, they still brought him back for big main events versus
Right.
Roman. They brought him back to elevate Solo. They brought him back, of course, for this final run. They got him to go against Cody twice. Yeah, that's literally 20 years. 20 years of like, yo, this is still the dude. It's still the dude.
What's
Even if
your
he's lost a step, he's still the dude.
What is your favorite match all time of John Cena's?
My favorite Cena match, um, and this is also kind of why he's on that list of goats to me,
Mhm.
is the 1 hour classic he had in London with Shawn Michaels on Monday Night
Mhm.
Raw in 2007. That's my
Okay.
favorite Cena match for just a pure like grabs. Now, mind you, I was in the building when he won 16 versus AJ Styles. And I
Right.
think Cena makes his GOAT case because on the mic, he's cold, right?
Right.
When people said dude couldn't wrestle, and I'm like, and it was like 0506, when I'm like, all right, I may give it to you a little bit.
Mhm.
2007 was like, nah, dog, hey, this dude got it.
Okay.
Like he was going out there throwing out classics. The fatal four he had with Orton, Edge, and Michaels at Backlash, and has one of my favorite finishes to a match ever.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Heat Rock he was putting on with the U.S. Open Challenge, like the evolution of John Cena in ring, pretty much stamped it for me, right? Like accolades are accolades, but we talking somebody who had iconic feuds, iconic promos, and for somehow, some way, did not feel he felt stale in some ways because
Mhm.
that's what the era demanded him be. Now,
Right. Right.
that is my favorite match is Cena in '07. Um, like again, I have a sweet spot for him versus AJ. And the Royal Rumble one. That whole series is crazy. The last match they had in
Mhm.
Australia was absolutely, it was a love letter to
That's
pro
one of my
wrestling.
that's one of my favorites.
But I think when you think John Cena, like you think the complete package is a wrestler. Like
Right.
I think a lot of people get confused when they have their favorites and they kind of like bring them up. Pro wrestling is about, can you make somebody care?
Right.
Can you make the little kid to that grown adult? Can you make them care about what you're doing, either in that ring or around the area, around, what I'm saying, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to convey? And John Cena had it. There's a reason why, like, and I might get in trouble for this, but fuck it. There's a reason why there are people who we love strictly for what they do in ring, like the athleticism and the feats they pull off. And
Mhm.
there's reason why we love people who all get on that mic who may not be like the greatest wrestlers in the world, but they are A1 on that microphone.
Mhm.
And there are some who kind of do both, right?
Right.
Now, for the people who love the athletic guys who do all the flips and all that is cool. Like athleticism captivates you because again, that's why we watch sports. But at the same time, what somebody does How do they keep you hooked? How do they keep you involved and engaged and want to see them prosper? Right.
Right.
It is why we literally root for laundry. If you think about it, talk about football teams, basketball teams, et cetera. We are rooting for laundry. We're rooting for colors. We're rooting for pride. We're rooting for unity. We're rooting for a connective tissue that holds us all together. Some
Preach,
people
brother.
don't got that. Some people don't got that. And that's no
I
disrespect to
think.
them. But you got to understand, like, there are levels to this shit. There's levels. Like,
Mhm.
if I want to say, you know, somebody who I think has that connective tissue that immediately, like, if I want the moment I see them, they got it. And I'm like, all right, I'm hooked in. I'm watching whatever you're doing. Obafemi. In that vein of, I don't care if he's on a mic. I don't care if he's in the ring wrestling. I don't care if it's somewhere in between all that. If Oba doing something, my eyes are glued to what he's doing.
If in that same sense as for myself, it'd be Carmelo Hayes.
Yep.
Yeah, for me, it's Carmelo.
I
Hayes.
agree with you there. Because Melo, look, Melo in the t-shirts, Melo hanging jerseys in the rafters,
in the
pouring
rafters.
them out for the ops.
That's my favorite Melo.
Yeah. So
one of my favorite matches from Cena. I love ECW One Night Stand 2006. So he did it
okay.
at the Hammerstein Ballroom, walking down the aisle with the belt in his and like his hat over. He looked like he just had that joint like tucked over so he can't look in nobody's eyes. And I think a lot of people remember him taking off his shirt, throwing it in the crowd. They threw it back. He threw it to somebody, threw it back, and so on and so on and so on. The versatility and going back to what you said about the just being a wrestler or whatnot. You got to be versatile too. You got to be able to evolve with certain things, and you got to have a tough skin to know what's working and what's not. And a lot of people at a certain point wanted John Cena to turn heel because they thought that it would make his character better, and he didn't. You know what I mean? The thing just goes Cena sucks. You know what I mean? And he stayed the course, and by him staying the course, he continued to be what it was. Now, fast forward to his heel turn, I think that was just for shock value for the most part.
And he admitted it as such.
Yeah. That's cool or whatever, and he can do that. Nobody else can do that. You can't have I don't know, like a Gunther go do that right now and expect it to work. It's not gonna work like that. You know what I mean? So only he can pull that off and be heavily criticized and just keep it moving because he's been criticized the majority of his career about where his path was going with matches, storylines, etc. But I'm looking forward to seeing what this last match is, and everybody was speculating who his last match would be, and it was pretty obvious. But that's what we do as wrestling fans, speculate.
True.
But this is the first time, like I was telling you before we started the show, that I've seen them do, like, they're bringing everything to DC. Like, they have a whole, like, pre-show, like, fan fest. Friday, the Undertaker's at the Howard Theater doing his Dead Man show. Damian Priest is at the MGM at the National Harbor signing autographs. Like, you would think this is SummerSlam or Royal Rumble or something. Like, they treating this like it's one of the big four. I'm really, really interested to see, like, if they do this or they throw the red carpet out for other wrestlers like that. I mean, it's only a select few at this point, like I said, Miz, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles, but I'm eager to see what happens.
All right. So before we get into like the meat and potatoes of Saturday Night's Main Event, who you think showing up? And we already talked about that one chicken nugget motherfucker. We talked about him before, right? Do you think Mr. Redacted shows up?
No.
All right. Do you think
I mean,
camera's
I
gonna
wouldn't be
pan?
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, but I think
Mm.
you talking about just as far as talent is concerned?
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
oh well Taker's already in town, so what that looks like, that might be a thing.
Yeah,
Um
that's gonna count.
I got a question for you. Does it
I hopefully have an answer because here's what I know I'm going to do. Eventually, I'm going to reading. We're gonna call this segment. Let's read the text from my group chat.
oh shit. All right, are they
We gonna
actively like chatting now as
yes,
we're live?
they are active right now as we are live.
Tell them I said they all ass because they distracting you while you trying to conduct the show.
Actually, no, they're conducting to show chatter. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. So all right, what was your question, real quick?
So do they wait for the Rumble or do they let a Jericho pop up, show up on the show? Does it is it a thing where they can do both and still manage it?
I think they'll wait to the Rumble. They'll wait
Okay.
to the Rumble.
Just a thought. I just had to ask.
They'll wait to the Rumble because they're not gonna have Jericho come back if he is coming back to overshadow John Cena's last night as a
Fair.
active
Okay.
superstar. So
Okay.
I am gonna do this. So all this started, mind you, with someone sharing a photo of how Gunther looked as a young wrestler,
Mm-hmm. He was a Porky
very young
Pig.
wrestler. He was. I am going to share that photo with you so you can see it because I want you to see your live reaction.
I already know what the motherfucker look like.
Okay. Anywho, wait. Oh,
He
U.S.
look like
playing
he ate
Texas Tech.
chitlins every day except for Thanksgiving.
Lord. Anyway, quote number 1: Cena putting the mailman over, huh? Nigga about to let Sam Smith pin him on his last match, SMH. Disgusting. LOL. One person, I forgot. I didn't say their phone number. I should say their phone number actually.
No, don't
About
do
Gunther.
it.
No. About
Please do.
Gunther. Top 5
Okay.
wrestler in the business. Cena should be honored. C, my homie C, who won our free hoodie a couple weeks ago, said dropped a GIF from Half Baked, said, "Boo this man." My homie Vaughn, Nick finna chop Cena for 5 minutes, drop him on his head, then do fake ass cripple crossface. The number I didn't save, who was a Gunther fan, said, "This real graps. I love it. He hands out real pain with the chops and he finishes his opponents in Japanese style. 4 to 5 moves in a row to finish. Old school. Great heel wrestler." My homie Vaughn, decent heel is all I can give him. He said, "I like high flyers. Say that shit for NWA 1964.
Who who said this?
My homie Vaughn.
Tell Vaughn take his ass to AEW for that shit.
See,
And I hope
aka he is. What else? What else about Big Brother Black Wrestling? We talked about them earlier. But anyway, talking about homie C, talking about Gunther give him Bob Backlund, Nikolai Volkov vibes.
you know what? That is absolutely correct. I mean, if you were a wrestling fan, pure nostalgia, he does.
Yeah, you know who else gives me Bob Backlund, Nikolai Volkov? I'll just fuck you up when need be vibes. The
Ilya
NXT
Dragunov?
champion that's about to put goddamn
Oh, my
Cody
bad.
Rhodes in the dirt on Saturday.
They know. Oh, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I got so
'cause
many thoughts on that. Right
You want to talk about a promo? Did you see what he said after deadline when he won the title back?
Yes.
Man, okay.
Let's.
All right.
Are we going to that right now?
We can quickly pivot because we'll get back to
All
Saturday
right.
night's main event in a second. I just
All
had
right.
to read the group chat because the group chat had me screaming laughing with some of these takes. Had me absolutely screaming laughing with some of these takes.
I was reading something yesterday, where they were talking about something we've shared and other podcasts have shared too about the prices for this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So, my sister, she's going and she has she does a little cosplay thing. And um yeah, she asked me, was I going? I have the money, but I don't want to go. Like that's too close to Christmas time. Like I'm not shitting on the show or whatever, but like a lot
No,
of
you're not.
people
Nobody's
from what I'm
nobody's
yeah,
doing
a lot of
that.
people yeah, a lot of people from what I'm hearing, like they're doing the, wait till the last minute, show up at the box office at 11 o'clock, that type deal or whatever. Um I'm I'm probably going to next week share what the prices look like, maybe like the day of the show to see what that is compared to, a rumble or something like that. But a lot of people are talking about the prices to that damn show. It's crazy.
I believe it. Oh,
Yeah.
I believe it.
So like
I
now we
most
now we
certainly
can go
believe
to
it.
deadline and your man conducting his promo.
Yeah. Let's get to deadline. So, Iron Survivor, real quick. Let's get to the top of the top here. We had Javon Evans winning the Iron Survivor challenge for the men. Did that.
Mhm,
I appreciate the fact that this is basically their version of the Royal Rumble, right?
mhm,
Like you win this, you are likely winning that title, and you're likely getting elevated up, right? In a way.
mhm.
So shout out to Javon Evans, Kendall Gray winning the women's Iron Survivor. That caught me a little bit off guard because I was like, "Oh, y'all like this is real faith and evolve," is what you telling me.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. They've been doing some HBK been doing some wild shit as of late.
Yeah, and for the most part, I can't even. How do I frame this? I can't even really be upset, but at the
Mhm.
same time, I'm like, oh, y'all are real about this. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Um, again, HBK awards character work. We said this
for
before.
sure.
Said it again. He rewards character work. So that's why I think my favorite match that was not Iron Survivor was Izzy Dane versus Tatum Paxley.
Oh, I
I
figured that was Money in the
thoroughly,
Bank.
I thoroughly enjoyed that match. Thoroughly. Do I wish it was still for the NXT title? Women's title? Yep. Just to, give it a little extra oomph. But for a grudge match, I'm cool with it. I'm a little bit upset at the finish in some ways
Yeah,
because I thought Tatum should have gone over, but that's
yeah.
just a good show of talent, working, making shit pop. So I can't be too upset about it. Can't be
That
too upset.
that match gives me Dakota Kai Tegan Knox vibes.
Mm, like they're gonna do this shit forever.
I hope not. I hope not. Just do it the right way. Please just do it the right way. That's all I
Got it.
ask.
Got it.
Um,
Okay. Okay.
I honestly, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't watch. I didn't.
Well, we know
I thought,
why.
yeah, yeah,
We know
for sure.
why. We know what you
Yeah,
preferred, which
absolutely.
is not even
You
gonna,
already know.
not be too crazy.
Right. So I just
So,
go, yeah, yeah, that, yeah.
now
I'm going that. Yeah, we shooting a shot on that early.
we okay.
Yeah,
So Ashe had their second anniversary show on Saturday.
man,
When I tell you this felt like a Super Bowl of a wrestling show,
man.
considering the amount of talent, the matches that were booked, the endings, etc. I cannot wait for year three Ashe. Cannot do it.
Yes,
Cannot wait, baby. Because the the hands thrown between Jocelyn Navarro and Charity King for women's title. The feet that were flying with Savannah Evans and Alexis Littlefoot.
Listen,
Somebody once said, like, hey, I ain't paying the $5. But for Ashe, you pay to fit in. Like that's a show that is worth every single penny.
yeah.
If you care about independent wrestling, if you care about this shit from like the nitty gritty,
Hold up.
yes, sir.
Why? I think my favorite match was Littlefoot and Savannah. Between Littlefoot being a running the track star and then Savannah getting out of breath and she's trying to order her or give her a snack like Baby D. All right, bro. All right, bro. Littlefoot, you a fool, girl. You a trip. I need you to get your life, man. Get your life.
Mm-hmm.
For me, as a whole with the show, Calvin Tankman, BoJack, yeah. Of course, I gotta shout out the homies, gotta shout out family with Ugly Gang. My favorite part of every Ashe show is though, it's Chris Lee and Swole. Swole don't know what to say out her damn mouth. And Chris Lee just sit there, he just goes with the shit. Like for sure. Lockhart's match. Our man back. He back.
Did he ever leave?
Well, he doing his business role. You know what I mean? He can't show up on every show and perform on every show. You know what I mean? He got to do the business role. He back like he never left though. But of course, one of our favorites coming out to the middle school symphony, Mr. Carter.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the one and only, the year-long reigning, the All Father himself, the Ashe Men's Champion, coming out to it.
As he should.
Yo, as he should. Hey, brother, you can't tell me not one bit that Darius Carter is not a top 5 heel in all professional wrestling. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that.
Yeah.
And guess what? He ain't 5, he ain't 4, and he ain't 3.
I'm gonna talk about somebody though, who in the past couple of weeks or past couple of months, I'm sorry, that I've taken a very liking to, like him in the ring. He don't talk much, but when he does talk, he gets to the point. But shout out to Isaiah Browner.
Big bad Brownie.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Yeah. Shout out to Isaiah Browner. I look forward to the things that he does in 2026, and I hope my intuition is right. If my intuition is correct, that man gonna be killing 2026. Like he's gonna be a big name. Well, I'll say this: he's already a big name. He's going to be high on the BRP, the PWI, and everything else. So, if you ain't seen Isaiah Broner work, if you ain't seen Isaiah Broner talk, you need to be paying attention. Like for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Overall, it was a good show because, for one, between Savannah and Littlefoot, I love the storytelling. So the storytelling with that one, with Suge, Jocelyn, Broner, I love the storytelling with that. With Ugly Gang and the tag team, I stay doing what they supposed to do, man, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. I'm mad we gotta wait till damn February though.
I mean, again, as we rumored with our conversation with Darius Lockhart, the very first or second interview we ever did.
That was the first, brother.
First interview we
Yeah.
ever did. He said the most important months: February, August, June.
No, he did. He said October too.
Oh
Get your
yeah.
life.
Uh,
Get
Oh
your
yeah.
life.
I forgot because yo month.
That's around D Day.
Yo month. I you know what? I honestly forgot. My sincerest apologies.
God
I
damn.
forgot about
Is he
D-Day.
an old
I forgot
motherfucking
D-Day.
people?
I forgot D-Day. I forgot D-Day. Mind you, D-Day this year was fire. D-Day this year was fire. So
Yeah, it was.
that's my
From
fault.
what I remember. From what I remember.
That is on me. That's on me. But nah. Yeah, man. I can't wait to see what Ashay's cooking up because for all intents and purposes, man, look, we're in a weird space now where we're losing so many great promotions.
Mm-hmm.
We're losing too many good ones, right? And the fact that
Right.
Ashe is cooking right now and people are buying in and people show up and support, that's all you really want. That's all you can ask for. That's all you can ask for. So yeah, I'm here for it 1,000%. Do we get back to the thing that's happening this Saturday now?
Yeah, we can go back to that shit.
All right. So deadline before deadline, actually, we got the word that whoever won the let me see, whoever won the men's NXT title match between Ricky Saints and Obafemi, they had faced Cody Rhodes at Saturday's main event. Obafemi won.
That tells me
And
everything. That as soon as they said that, we knew he was gonna win.
mm-hmm. Continue, D. Continue.
I don't even know why that was a stipulation instead of just like just saying, yeah. Remember when I said to you, I don't know if it was on the show or in our text, that what would happen, what would be no, it was on the show, matter of fact. Remember when you told me that Cena said that they're opening the show on Saturday?
Uh-huh.
And I said, what the hell else is gonna be what the hell else is gonna be on the show? Like,
Right.
how are you gonna follow Cena's last match? Like, they didn't need to say, all right, cool, like whoever wins between Ricky Saints and Obafemi goes to fight Cody Rhodes. You didn't have to do that. All you had to do was just say, yeah, they're gonna fight that person. Like, you could have did something. Now, I hate to keep beating a dead horse, but this is my problem with storylines. Like, there's none. There's none at all. At least when Kevin Owens came out on Monday Night Raw and said, I'm gonna challenge you, John Cena, he was talking shit for like 2 weeks and eventually beat him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I do not want to see Obafemi walk into Capital One Arena in my hometown and get beat. I don't. But if it happens, it is what it is. I will say this though: I don't think it'll be a clean finish. I think somebody's going to interfere. I think it's going to be, Drew popping up, or Mr. Redacted just popping up, or whatever. Something different.
Something's going to happen. Okay,
Yeah.
so for those of you who did not hear this,
Oh shit.
I'm going to replay this one more time because the moment I heard this from Obafemi, I literally said, "Oh no, my brothers and sisters, this man is going." Actually, no, he said it last night. So you know what? I'm giving you a 2-for-1. I'll give you a 2-for-1. I'm gonna give you a 2-for-1. So this is Obafemi from last night. He's the face of the company, quarterback number one, the man who carries this place. But Cody, who is going to carry you when I put you to the ground?
He said, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna beat your ass, and you can't stop me. I swear. If Cody beats him clean, I'm gonna have an issue. I'm
I
gonna have
don't
an
think he's
issue.
going to. I don't think he's
It's
going
going.
to.
It's somebody interfering.
Yeah, because here's the one, right? And this is from Saturday. This is from Saturday. I'm going to. You know what? I'm about to play this. Like, this is some audio I wish I could have saved and
Okay.
kept it straight to the
Let me
chest.
get comfortable.
Because, brother, this was a sermon. Eric's sermon, not the Diddy Doc version of
Not
Eric's
Trey
sermon,
Sermon?
just Eric's sermon. I mean, if it's Trey Sermon versus let's say for Ohio State in that one Big Ten title game, then yes. But all right, let us share the screen. Let us share the screen. Pick the right screen. Pick the right
Why you going
screen.
to your Oprah Femi voice?
Because I have to. Anyway, here's some wise words from the ruler.
The biggest factor is change. Change came knocking at the door of Ricky Saints tonight, and it asked for his title, and he had no choice but to relinquish, because change always wins. When change met the dinosaurs, he sent the meteor. When change met man in the Old Testament, he sent the flood. And when change comes to the main roster, asking for Cody Rhodes, he will send the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war, over Femi.
Brother, main roster that man right now.
I don't want
Right
no
now.
parts of that.
Right now. Main roster that man right goddamn now. That man compared what he gonna do to Cody Rhodes to the dinosaurs becoming extinct.
I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna beat your ass, and you can't do shit about it.
Ain't a damn thing you can do about it. But yeah, I need Cody versus Oba to end how the first John Cena Kevin Owens match ended. That's what I need. I need that, right? We also asked ourselves what was gonna be on that card, right? So yes, we have Cena versus Gunther. We're saving that for last, but we are getting some Heat Rock in Bailey versus Sol Ruka, which should be, a clash of styles I cannot wait to see, because Bailey is really getting into her mentorship / take things over bag, and I very much so appreciate that for her. Because what she did over this weekend was pretty great, man. Pretty great.
I seen the pictures from that. That was dope.
Yeah. It's the first time I seen Bianca in a good minute.
Yeah.
I kept zooming in on that finger, making sure, like, hey, are we 100%? We good? We good? But nah, this is a great give back. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that match, her versus Sol Ruka. And brother, you want to talk about a generational dream match? It is Javon Evans in your spot with Leon Slater, also in your spot, teaming up to face AJ Styles and Dragon Lee.
I might pay the $5 just for that match and then roll out and go to one of my little spots around the corner.
Hey, Doc. When they said this is gonna be a love letter to John Cena, and getting the new folks in the building and showing them, hey, this is what 15, 16,000 people look like. That's the match you tell. That's the match you book. And by God,
you got NXT, TNA, New Japan, Ring of Honor, all in one.
All in one. Now, real quick, because Javon Evans is, pretty much WWE guy at this point. He's probably main roster guy. It's just, he's doing grass study courses at NXT. But Leon Slater was also booked for another show with another company and had to, not compete for that company. The same thing happened for Ashe last weekend, in which Bishop Khan, the Pan-African Disaster World Champion, could not perform on the show because he was booked to work AEW Collision.
Right.
So I asked this to you: is this fair or foul for Leon to basically? I know the booking was set in stone for months, but then when you tell me like, "Yo, you're working John Cena's retirement show," now you chunk the deuce on that, right? You give this best, you give the most respectful turn down you possibly can with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because yes, there are many WXW shows, or I even if I forget the company correctly, forgive me. I'll definitely do my best to swing back around and get it right on the second go round.
Right.
There's only one John Cena retirement
show. You got to put yourself in that man's shoes. If it was something like your day to day, your 9 to 5, mind you, this is something that our podcast is something that does something like it fulfills us as wrestling fans. And when people buy the merch, we earn a couple dollars here and there. But you got to ask yourself, if your 9 to 5 is paying this amount, and somebody told you to do this podcast for one of your GOATs or your favorite wrestlers, and you get to interview the person for, and you're going to get this bag in this economy, you got to do what you got to do with a clear out view. Plain and simple. You got to go get your money, especially in a business that you got to do, you got to give more than what they give you back until you make it. So I don't blame that brother. I don't blame him. You got to do what you got to do, because half the wrestlers on that WXW show is going to, or they'll probably do the same thing if given the opportunity. And let's be clear, the bookers, if they were given any type of opportunity with any set amount bigger than what they're going to make of that particular show, they're going to do the same shit. It's all about taking care of yourself at some point. Everybody thinks that selfish, the word selfish is a bad word. It's not, when you got to take care of yourself. Because ain't nobody going to take care of you better than you take care of yourself. So I don't blame the brother at all.
Yeah, I think it's a weird situation when you look at it. It is a matter of somebody who is quite possibly one of, if not the most talented high flyer in the game, not named Swan Evans, right?
Right.
And the very fascinating part about it is that, yes, WXW said that he had they said he agreed to this in March, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what happens between March and now?
Yeah, WrestleMania.
That's one, right? WrestleMania happens. That's first. Secondarily, after WrestleMania happens, then you got a whole choice of like, okay, so what's going to happen next? Like, what is going to be the next move? Like, all these things happen. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are a Leon Slater, knowing full well that you are about to be in quite possibly the most, like, bar none, the biggest night for your career that has nothing to do with a title or anything like that, you gotta take it. You gotta take it. Because if you don't take it, then, you know what I'm saying, guess what happens? You ain't gonna get it again. Like, what did what that white dude from Detroit say? You only get one shot?
Yeah.
One.
No, that's real. That's real. That is real.
So,
I mean, it is what it is at this point. You can't. People gotta look at stuff as real life. What would you do? I know I'm a regular dude. What would I do? I'm gonna go get the money, and I'm actually, this is a job interview for me. That's what that is. Plain and simple.
Yeah, it's that's all it is, really. Like, WXW is having their 25th anniversary show, and Leon Slater is from England, so I get that. However, he is a TNA contracted talent. TNA is in partnership with WWE. Something is going to supersede. It's a big bank take little bank situation. I hate it had to be that way, but it is that way.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
with that being said, let's get back to what we came here for. John Cena versus Gunther, aka Superman versus Doomsday.
That man ain't Doomsday.
Gunther ain't Doomsday.
No. No.
He ain't Lobos.
What's the
He ain't Brainiac. He ain't
Nah,
Lex
nah,
Luthor.
nah, he the what's the I'm getting mad because I can't think of his name. What's the reverse Superman? You know who I'm talking about.
It'll come to you.
You know who I'm talking about. It's the opposite. It's the opposite of Superman. Like, I can't think of his name. Oh my God, it's gonna piss me off. Oh. Now I gotta look for him.
See, now I gotta think about it super hard, huh? Uh-oh.
We ain't doing that.
That ain't what you thinking?
Hold on.
Who could it be? Who could it be?
It is, and I'm pissed off because I usually know shit like this.
Is it?
Hey yo, you out. You out. You're wild. No. I'm gonna come back to that because that's pissing me off.
Look, man, I've been there before, brother. Been there
But
before.
he ain't Doomsday. He ain't. The closest thing, you know who Doomsday is? That's Brock Lesnar. That's Doomsday.
That is true. That is true. That is indeed true. But my thing with it, and I say Doomsday from a wrestling standpoint, is because we know what Brock gonna hit you with.
Yeah.
Like Brock gonna hit you with German suplexes, punches, forearms, get you out of there with F5.
I finally got it. Bizarro. That's
You think Gunther is Bizarro?
Bizarro.
You think he's the anti-Superman?
Yeah. He's the team version. He's the team version.
You know what that means, right?
What?
If he is the Temu version of Superman, that would mean
Superman is a brother that grew up down the street from you in Houston, Texas.
Well, here's what I'm saying. If he is Superman, right? If he's Superman, that would mean that I can't believe this. We're really trying to say that
I said what I said.
I'm trying to have it match up. That's all. I'm just trying to have it match
up. Okay. Let me break it down.
All right. I'm here for the breakdown. Like, you know me. I'm always here for a breakdown.
Right. So if I go with Lex Luthor compared to John Cena, that's Randy Orton.
Nah, because he's not because Gunther ain't no damn mastermind. Gunther just come around and just beat.
No. I'm saying the comparison as far as characters in the Legion of Doom. So with Cena, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Cena, right? It's
right.
If I have to go with Lex Luthor as a villain, that's Randy. That's Randy. Gunther is Bizarro. Doomsday is Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm. Are we saying that Gunther is Bizarro? You know what? Gunther might be Bizarro because Gunther also has a whole idea of what worship should look like, what a real champion should look like.
Yeah.
So yeah, he innovated. I would have said that. I would have said CM Punk basically gives me more Bizarro vibes in this particular realm because
nah.
He ain't negative. Okay, look, he ain't negative Flash. All right, that reminds me, negative Flash is the most evil motherfucker in the world.
CM Punk will be Sinestro to Green Lantern. Am I wrong?
Okay. I'm you know, I might be able to see that one. I might be able to see Sinestro.
Yeah.
Might.
I'm just being Gunther being Doomsday. That's ass. Look at you over there doing your homework.
No.
So here's my question, and I want your honest opinion on it. Why does Gunther get to be the one that beats John Cena?
All right. Why does Gunther get to be the one that ends date number 36, the final day of the show, the final date? Because all right, here's why. Gunther gets to be that person solely because you make him look like an unstoppable killer again, strictly by saying you took down Superman.
Okay.
Right. If LA Knight were to have won this tournament and got to this part, then yes, this is definitely a passing of the torch moment. And I would wholeheartedly I would have enjoyed that too. The thing is that we know John Cena strictly because what has Hustle Loyalty Respect been for 20 years, right? And there's no more quote unquote super villain big men for him to face no more. Like we've done Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
We at least know with this, he's going up against somebody who is going to make sure he gets a 5-star match. And somebody who, since he's come back and rebuilt himself and took the dang music back, took it back to the old Walter days, he's been best bout machine style.
That's fair.
And that's kind of what it is. It's like I want to it. John Cena on the way out wants to give Gunther this rub, and I'm like, trust me, I see it. Wholeheartedly see it.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, in hindsight, with the tournament, it's well deserved. Like going back to earlier what you said in the show, that have I ever seen anything like this built this big, for somebody retiring? And no, I haven't. So that shows he is the GOAT. You got no choice at this point. Excuse me.
Good.
So here's my question for you. Out of all of John Cena's matches, who is his biggest hater?
Of all of John Cena's matches, One more time so I can sit on this. I can really sit on this one.
Let me say this in my professional voice. I say from 6:30 in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Out of all John Cena's matches, who was his biggest hater?
Oh, CM Punk's his biggest hater.
That quick?
I no hesitation. That CM Punk has been his biggest hater since Jump. I mean, again, CM Punk really got over in WWE off of John Cena.
Fair.
Like I wouldn't say Brock Lesnar's a hater. Brock Lesnar's a dickhead to John Cena. Brock Lesnar is the Green Goblin to John Cena Spider-Man.
Hey yo,
he the dude that slap him upside the head when he feels with shit.
So you know how I always say two things can be right at the same time. Like I think also Edge too. Edge can stand Cena at all. Between Punk and Edge, like that they had to be seen as like true biggest haters. Because if you look at Brock just beat shit out there, man. And Randy just wanted to kill him. He just wanted to end him.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like as far as haters, I got to bring my man Ice-T in here.
Hey. That's right. It is time for Hater of the Week. It is time for Hater of the Week, our segment of the show where me and D get some shit off our chest, talking down. Not even talking down. That's not even it. See, we are bringing truth to power behind some people who deserve it because they be on some dumb shit. Right? I went first last week, giving
I got a good one today.
having to, I'm about to say having to do what I had to do. So D, I passed the baton, my brother. Who do you have as your hater of the week?
So, in the spirit of the holidays, you know, a lot of offices have their office parties or after hours office parties, you know, holiday celebrations, etc. So today at my place of employment, we had our holiday party, and we did kind of an around the world thing where you can go around the floor, different offices, and go ahead and get, you know, food, desserts, etc. My hater of the week is the young lady who decided to bring McDonald's nuggets that she bought last night. She bought 3 20 pieces last night and decided to warm each box up in the microwave and serve those raggedy ass nuggets. Now, let's be clear. I'm gonna be very honest. I'm never in anybody's pockets. What you make is what you make. I would have rather if you brought the air fryer to work, plugged it up in the kitchen, and fry some Tyson's nuggets or something, some chicken tenders or something like that. Or to be honest with you, you could have got some Chick-fil-A nuggets, a platter last night, and redid that shit today.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what the hell she was thinking, and she was so proud of herself. I'm not judging, but I'm judging.
That's the scary part. When
On
you're
a lot
proud
of
you proud of the fuck shit, that's when you know something's up.
Yeah, like the reason why she's the hater of the week is because you were hating on somebody else's bowels, hating on the cheap toilet paper that's in our bathroom in the job. And yeah, you just ain't give a damn about what the hell we ate. You shouldn't have just brought nothing. You should contribute the money like I did. So she is the hater of the week. I hope she doesn't watch my podcast.
All right. So my hater of the week happened today, actually. Happened today. So as D sips his cup, I remember texting D on Sunday, congratulating him that his Miami Hurricanes had made the college football playoff. They go to College Station, play Texas A&M. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. He thinks they're going to get smoked. But college football has been a topsy-turvy situation for if you are a fan.
Hold on. Are you going with what happened today?
Michigan head coach, former head coach, I should say, Sherrone Moore, has had a time during his head coaching tenure at the University of Michigan. The brother was suspended a couple games for recruiting violations. He was suspended for his role in the Connor Stallions illegal espionage sort of shit they had going on during the year they won a national championship in 2023. And then today, after a 9-3 campaign, by the way, man was fired by the University of Michigan. And when the news came down at first, I was like, damn, what the hell they fire him for? Y'all went 9-3. Y'all lost to Ohio State for the first time since 2019. What's going on? And then come to find out, Mr. Moore was allegedly in an improper relationship with a young woman who was a staffer on the football team. College football fans are basically the FBI when it comes to finding out information, right? So if you go to any University of Michigan message board, you have seen a treasure trove of information and intel. One of them being the fact that this young lady who was making $58,000 a year, allegedly at one point, was making $90,000 this past season.
Shorty was doing something strange for some change.
I will not get into the alleged details of what went down. I will save a lot of those thoughts for off air in my conversations with D. But it got worse actually, because hours later,
it gets worse.
Sharon Moore got arrested. Got arrested in a town called, let's see, Saline, Michigan. This is a statement.
I'm familiar with Saline, Michigan.
I mean, yes. Okay, cool. So here's what it goes. The City of Saline Police Department assisted in locating and detaining former University of Michigan football coach Sharon Moore. Mr. Moore was turned over to the Pittsfield Township Police Department for investigation into potential charges. So, brother, not only did you get fired, people are also alleging that you was fooling around with a woman who may or may not look like Maggie Gyllenhaal. And I don't know if you ever seen the tweet, D, of somebody watching The Dark Knight and talking about the Joker could have set the whole city on fire, talking about some damn Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
That's where we're at with this right here, right? Mind you, Sharon Moore, our introduction to this man was that he loved his white wife and that he loved Coach Harbaugh. He was snotting and crying on live TV, cussing, being thankful for the win, right? His wife was pregnant with twins not too long ago.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh.
So is this egregious as Ime Udoka and the Rockets?
Yeah.
Not with the Rockets. My apologies.
He worse.
Ime Udoka,
with the Celtics.
Ime Udoka, the Boston Celtics, and Nia Long. That's how I need to properly phrase that.
I still ain't forgiving that man on that. How you fuck it up with Nia Long?
I don't know. I don't know.
I give my left toe for Nia Long.
Agreed. All I'm saying is Sharon Moore is having the crash out of all crash outs.
Good.
Because you got fired on your day off from allegedly creeping around with somebody you shouldn't have been creeping around with. And you probably should have kept it off campus, somebody who don't work for the university.
That's why they say you don't eat where you shit.
Again, and you're at the University of Michigan. Like, if we know anything about University of Michigan, there's a morals clause in all of it. All of it.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
So
I got nothing.
Sharon Moore, brother, I'm gonna pray for you.
I don't think he's the hater of the week. I don't even think that he's a dummy. He's a dummy of the week.
Remember when I told you that this segment sometimes is bringing truth to power and just truth to light?
Yeah.
This is me calling for help for Sharon Moore. I just need this brother to lock in to whoever he needs to lock in with, whatever deity he prays to.
How they say in Baltimore, fucking dummy? Like, what we doing, bro? Like,
he went dummy.
Making millions of dollars. All you had to do was just coach football.
He went dummy.
Wow.
he went real dummy. Also salute to Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale. They are your first ever AEW Women's Tag Team Champions. They defeated who did they defeat? They defeated Tony Storm and what's the girl name here? What's the girl's name? Mina Shirakawa. Thank you, Mina Shirakawa.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't even know that. I hadn't been paying attention, but I'm glad that Willow actually deserves it. Please don't be getting in the group chat again.
Oh no, I'm not. This is basically getting updated.
Okay. Wow. I'm gonna pull a Brandon. Usually he do that shit. This concludes our weekly episode.
Hey brother.
Like, subscribe, buy all our shit if you can afford it. It ain't expensive, no tariffs. We charge a sales tax sometimes. We might give some of our shit away, but hit the notifications, all that. I don't do it as proper as he do. He do it better. He got that professional voice. I'm just trying to remember all the shit that he said. But before we end the show, B, say something nice for the people.
Oh wow. Oh, I'm sorry. Since I'm
you ain't used to be in this position.
I'm in this situation. Hey man. I have one rule. If you are having a holiday party at your place of employment, do not, under any circumstances, get drunk. Do not indulge in too much liquor because you think HR is your friend. No, HR is not your friend. HR is there to protect the company. You are your friend. Otherwise, enjoy your parties. Have a great time. And also, if you are sleeping with your coworker, stop doing that shit right now. Right now. What? You said say something nice. That is nice.
All right, y'all. He said something nice. We out.
See you next.